Welcome to another edition of the Northern Touch Show. I am your host, Direktor Awesome, joined by our co-host, Thrust OG. And today's episode, we're actually going to be talking with Thrust about the whole music scene from this past year, the whole 2021 year. What a great year it's been with the music. First, how you doing today, man?
Good, man. Just busy, like you said, wrapping up the year, wrapping up the gifts, wrapping up the projects. Everybody's getting ready to go get into that season, family get-togethers, and some good eggnog and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, we thought it was going to be a good idea to do a year-end episode just to kind of go over all the music that you've been doing this year, all the artists that you've been working with, music videos, audio, whatever it is. And just kind of try and wrap all of that up into one episode so people get a good listen to all of the music that you've put out this year.
Yeah, it's good because we never talk about that. Like, it's funny with the show. Like we said, we don't base it on, it's not based on MCs, rappers. It's a real show. We just talk about topics. But, hey, the cat fits. So, yeah, let's get it on. Sound good.
Yeah. So beginning of the year, we'll just get right into it, I guess. At the beginning of the year, we had the Show You song that was featuring Cedar Hill. That was Nish and Lance. And that song, you ended up sending me the video. I think that was in January that song came out.
We recorded late December, but it came out I think after Boxing Day into January.
Yeah.
And
then you sent me the video.
It's like a New Year record. It's still a New Year record.
Yeah. So you sent me the video. We started doing some reels with that. Started promoting the crap out of it, and then it went on. So you want to talk a little bit about that song?
That's just one of my favorite songs. It was one of my favorite MCs and producers in the game. Nish, you know what I'm saying? Nish rocks. People know him probably from Monolith and Landscape on production. And those are two really good friends that you always want. We're always supposed to get together to do that song. You know what I mean? And we did it, and he made me step up my pen, man, because that's Nish. Nish is deal with those verses, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's one of my favorite joints of all time ever recorded. The video is dope too. Big up Frank and I for doing the video. Yourself, everybody else involved with flowing the record. Yeah, dope record.
Yeah, and I was gonna say that the video came out really nice. It was shot in a studio, and it came out really cool. The way it was with the black and white, the back-to-back. It was a really cool video, really cool concept.
Yeah, I like to feel the video, man. I was proud of everything about that. The look, the image, the whole presentation of it. It was the art part of it was great to me, man. It was great.
Yeah, so for those of you that haven't heard this song, let's have a little brief listen to it.
I can't let you run. That ain't fair. Steve Austin got you in the square. Look at these niggas practice, entertaining, but they lack theatrics. I leave you flat on the back, kid. Yeah, come back with the wreck, kid. Get the bounce, your girl on the mattress. You just a warm up, you just practice. See, Landscape is on the beat and scratches. I'm a virus every time I load a beat.
All right, and that was Show You from Thrust, featuring Cedar Hill, Nish, and Lance, of course. So you can go and find that video on YouTube. It is on Thrust's music channel at Thrust Music. That's ThrustMuzik, Thrust Music. You can find it on the YouTube channel. That music video is there. So let's move on to the next song. The next song that you had out was Skylarkin, and Skylarkin was actually a song. So this is actually the remix, and this is the one with Frankenstein. So Skylarkin's original song, you had it was yourself and Whitey Dawn, and then you moved on to a remix one with Frankenstein, which I thought was phenomenal. I love this remix of it. Frankenstein's got a good flow as well, so he is excellent in this song. Originally, you were going to be doing the song with Frankenstein to begin with, but just some issues came up, I guess, and ran into timing schedules and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, it was some family issues, something with his family. They were going through, and we had the song. That's why I listened to the initial track. I go, Frankiano, it sounded like he's supposed to come in. He did do the beat, but if you listen to the way, is he supposed to come in? And he was, and he's like, you know what, Chris, I'm going through this thing. Go ahead and do the record. And yeah, that was a real special record. Even me and Whitey Dawn, when we did the initial, he was going through health problems at that time too. So he reached out like, yo, are we going to do a record? So we did that, and that was the catalyst. And then the remix, he just surprised us. So when that came in February, I had no idea. And he goes, Chris, I did it. He goes, what do you mean? He goes, I did it. Boom, and he sent it. I remember I sent it to you. You know what I mean? And that was just a gift, a beautiful gift, right in the middle of a beautiful record. You know what I mean? And we have another version of it too. That's coming on another little project down the line too. So.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'm going to play a clip of the original song right now, original Skylarkin. I'll play that right now.
So official when we bring it so official, bro. How you talk about it really like you run the show. Mr. General, yeah, he run the town. Mr. Flavor, Mr. Drop It, Mr. Who, put it down. Me and Frankie and O'Killenbeck, we got the balls. Got the balls to take you niggas from the earth to the stars. Yeah, focus on some real winners. Calming down, pull the Play-Doh. Yeah, we here, we get the dinner. And we coming cause we hold the crowns. So official when we hold the grounds. You hear the sound when we put it down.
And that was the original Skylarkin, and this is a little clip of the remix of Skylarkin.
Hey yo, the Glock's in my hand, understand I don't bang unless it's with the slang, and then I verbally hang. Lucky like a 4-leaf clover and leprechauns. I flex with Rusk, can't forget my man Whitey Don. Holla at your boy, homeboy, you know me. Poetry is like food chains from the groceries. Supply and demand, shelves is running out of stock. Block to block, yard party to party. Respect to Des Decker, big ups to Bob Marley. Something beautiful happening here like Louis.
So that was the remix. Again, this video is actually on your YouTube channel as well, Thrust Music. That's up there for you to go and watch and to listen to. So those were the first two songs of the year. Let's get into the next one. This one was a really fun one. No Music Industry. When I first heard this, I was like, man, this song is phenomenal. This is a great song. This one was by Know It Beats and Tough Dumpling, and you were in it as well. So let's talk a little bit about that song.
This song is just crazy. Tough Dumpling, Collision, a lot of people know him, or Nefarious. People know him from Pondering. We just been friends forever, had the same musical career, and we hadn't talked for a minute. He's in Brooklyn, I'm here. He called me over the phone because I got a beat. When someone knows, he says, okay, this is going to be good, right? He sent it, and we pretty much, this started a whole year of like how I did stuff. We wrote the song over the phone between Toronto and New York over like 24 hours. That whole thing you see, but we wrote our verses like spontaneously and then recorded it and then just sent to each other on off time. So it's really, you know, that magic we have, that song's all magic, you know what I mean? And then you yourself were involved with the video too, which is great. You know what I mean? You and Frank helped, did all the shot. We just came together and we had that little window. We shot that in February, remember, right?
Yeah.
So it was just the whole thing I said, just the teamwork, the collaborations of the song. And that's what this year was for me. If you look at my whole year, which is my goal, was to do international collaborations. So that started another one of those.
Yeah, and this is one of the first songs that I started promoting hard, working with you and the rest of the guys there. And I started rolling out promos a lot for this one. I did for Show You as well, but this one was actually the one that I started like really, really hard on the promo, and I just had so much fun with it. And the song I just played over and over again. And sometimes you get tired of hearing that same song when you're, you know, making reels or promo for it or whatever you're doing. And I was just like, you know what, this song, I'm not going to get tired of the song. This song is just, it has staying power, right? So let's have a listen to that real quick. And then we'll get back onto the next song as well.
All right, man. Tough Dumpling.
To be amongst the greatest, I had to stand alone. On my Kanye 7 kingdoms to a throne. To be the brightest shining star in the cluster. Eternal heat, audience to trust ya. Used to be friends, but now we opponent. We cut the cake, now you're greedy for the moment. Yeah, I earned everything, every accolade the moment. Yeah, I've been there for a minute, now you acting like you own it. Write it down in these books, so these niggas give me looks. Yeah, a 16,
So that was No Music Industry by Tough Dumpling, Noah, and Thrust. Again, this is on the YouTube channel as well, on Thrust Music. You can also find it on Tough Dumpling or BK35, I think it is on.
Yeah, BK35.
Yeah, BK35 is the YouTube channel that you can find it on, or Thrust Music. We're going to say go to Thrust Music's YouTube channel. Let's get the numbers there instead, because Thrust is our host and he's our friend. So let's go over there. Okay, so next song. This song I absolutely love. Fleet remix. It was yourself. It was Rashid Amir. It was Riel Love and Tough Dumpling as well. And this song had the sample, I guess, from drawing a blank right now.
Well, we don't really want, if you know, you know.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, yeah, you can find the sample. You can find the sample. I have the original song as well.
The sample's not in the song; it's just in the intro.
Right. So it's just the sample.
It's not
at
in
the
the
intro.
song, though. It's just the intro, like it's just that little part there.
Yeah. So
you see what I'm saying? So,
yeah. So you get that sample, but
if you take it out,
it kicks it into the song, and it's like this is amazing. Like this, just the transition from that part into the actual song was phenomenal. And then the lyrics and the raps and all that over top of that was just great. So again, you guys, because Tough Dumpling and is in New York, you're over here in Toronto. COVID kind of restrictions and all that. You had to film here, he had to film there. But you guys made that video work as well, and the song was great. So talk a little bit about that one.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know I don't know if we were on the first, but I know we were early in doing cross-border COVID videos. Like, I don't people know, you look back at those videos, they're shot in 2 cities. And then that video was actually shot in like Philadelphia, in PA.
Yes.
Yes. So they drove out of New York to go shoot up in the truck when they're driving around. I think, do you ever wonder, look at that video. You ever wonder where you could get a parking lot with nobody around and look how the truck's driving, man?
Yeah.
Go look at that video. Theater company goes like, where did you guys do this? How did you do this? Right. So it was one of the advantages you could do during that time, right? And then went at a certain time. But we had to plan, even our shot when I had the torch, same thing.
Yeah. We
had to plan and go guerrilla style, light it, and there was sirens all around when we did it. So that was beautiful. And then working with Ski Beats, legendary Ski Beats from Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt on, like, oh my goodness, man. That's like one of those things on your list. I hope I would get to have that in your legacy on a track like that with that high energy. I can't wait to get to perform it. It's one of those songs.
Yeah. So let's have a listen to a portion of that song as well. This is the Fleet remix by Rashid Amir, Tough Dumpling, Riel Love, and of course Thrust. So let's have a little bit of a listen to that.
I'm niggity nice, this niggity thrust, man. I diggity come through, I diggity write the rhymes I write, man. I get it, I diggity flow, I diggity sounding nice, man. You wanna come through, you diggity come up, visit Price, man. I diggity rip, I put it all together. I give it a style, the Lexus style, my style will last forever. I'm so clever, endeavor, I came to rock the spot with it. Me and Tristan coming back with Sheeta, man, we rock the shit.
Ain't no fake bitches on my team. Take directional actors, ain't no scene. I ain't scared, ain't no fear, I be on my shit.
That was the Fleet remix, again, on the YouTube channel. We got that video done. And yeah, everything's all good with that song. I mean, I still blast that in my car probably at least 2-3 times a week because it's just such a good song. So
the best thing was,
go and check it out.
Paris Mickle, we did the DOS effects, and one day me and you was chilling. You look like you were about to say it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, you got the Paris Smith shout out on Instagram, right? It was EPMD, Paris Smith. The shout out came, and it was just like, whoa, like this was just super cool to see the shout out come through from Paris Smith.
Well, it's cool when you cover, because he's the one people don't know. They're the ones that broke DOS effects, and then we were doing a rendition, like, you know what I mean, of their video. So from the people who actually did it, it's like giving credit from the people who made it. He said, yo, this is cool. You did an awesome job. So it just gave that extra splash, you know what I mean? Because that's the stuff you can't buy. And that's just someone just liking the art and what you presented. So that's what we do it for, I think, most people, right? So
yeah.
That was beautiful.
So the next song we're going to move on to is Sun Shines, and that's with Danku and Socrates. It was also produced by Bofat, who you're working with now. Danku, you're doing a couple of tracks with as well. Talk a little bit about this song.
That's another one. Danku's from Wisconsin, called me up, and he's like, yo, I'm your fan. Want to do a record, I got the dope beats. And that's what me and you first met, actually, too. I don't know if you know, ironically, that was around that same window.
Yeah. And
we just started kicking, and he sent me the beat, and the beat was dope. I was surprised because people said, oh, you know, a lot of times, I really like that. The beat is dope. And I said, who's this producer? He goes, well, that's Bofat. Boom Baps from Germany. I go, wow, this guy got good beats. I think there was a couple beats on the thing when he sent it to me, but it was just the one we did. And I didn't even know Socrates was going to be on it. So I did my stuff, and I was recording a lot like crazy at that time. And I sent him my verse, and then I got it back when he had it all done and presented the record. And I go, wait a minute, Socrates? What? So that's another, this that year. That's said, combinations of different people. I was like, oh my God, I was supposed to do a record with Socrates. So I have him on the remix of mine, but it's not an official single, but that's like, there's a record. So yeah, so now we got a record together, and then me and Danku just linked from there. And we got a project coming. We could talk about it later at the end. And then me and Bofat linked from there, and that's leading right into the present right now.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
beautiful thing, man. Beautiful record. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's have a listen to Sun Shines from Danku and Thrust and Socrates. Here it is.
I shine, you shine. What represented, do it on the grind. 360, sounding so nifty, looking so pretty, rolling through the city. Reflect the light particles of the matter. When I'm coming through, it's just the chatter, it's the batter. Mr. Thruster, turn around, come to lay it down, yeah. Reflect the light, yeah. Reflect the sound, yeah. It's going down at the top of the tops. We the top of the crops, we the top, never stop. See, we shine, we reflect. It's the Leo, it's the lion in the...
All right, that was Sunshines by Danku, Thrust, and Socrates, produced by Bofat, of course. You can check that out. I believe it's on Danku's YouTube channel. I'm not sure if we have it up on your YouTube channel as of yet. We are going to do an overhaul.
Get his record on 100, man. Danku's dope, man. He's dope with it. I mean, people should know, because you know what the current single is. You can see me with him. So it's from that we started working.
Yeah. So then the next song we're going to get into is actually a song that I was involved with as well, is Fly. We shot that in the summer. I actually got to film that for you. We did this in a neighborhood and at a rickshaw. Shout out to Rickshaw.
Rickshaw.
Yeah, we got to do that over in his area. We did a couple shots in a backyard and a couple shots down the street. Really cool just to get that done. And then the video was made, I guess it was sent out to the editor, and they came back with it. And you know what? That's up on the YouTube channel as well. So talk a little bit about that song, because I know you sent me that song quite a while ago. That was last year, I think, before 2021 started. And then it came out, right? So
yeah, me and Noel, it's funny thing about No Casino is that people are like, oh, you just started working with him. But me and No Casino worked together for a long time. And we probably have enough records to do a few projects. So that was one of those records I had. Like I was getting my catalog together before I presented one project. I wanted to have like a few under my wing. So that's one of those things. So I basically, when he came back around, he was doing the clubhouse rules. He goes, yo, Thrust, what do you think we should do with this record? Do something new, use what we got. And he brought that song. Why don't we just use that song? That's a summer song. I just had such a, warm summer or back to school, just a warm vibe. And he's like, yeah, perfect. And then that's how we did the joint. But yeah, we got crazy records, man. No Casino, man.
Yeah. And there were some guest spots in the video. You had, Mindbender, and you had, Hype, and, and these are guys that you're working on projects with currently. That will be coming out. I mean, we'll discuss it a little bit later on in this episode, but yeah, they made guest spots or guest appearances in the video as well. So it was really cool. It was a good experience for me to be able to sit there and say, hey, you know what? I actually directed a video now, co-directed a video and got to film it. So that was really, really fun for me. So let's have a listen.
Really well, man. It jumped out the gate well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The views are good out the gate. So, man, it was good. A lot of people know we shot that on a little Samsung. So I was like,
yeah, we did. We shot that on a Samsung Note 20. Yeah. So, yeah, it was really, really cool. So let's have a listen to that song right now. Here's a clip of it.
Yeah, I gotta stay fly, man. I gotta stay dipped. Suitcases packed. I'm going on the trip, man. I gotta whole sack full of. You wanna sip, you wanna look fly. You say I'm the guy, well I stay escrow. You know how it grow. I'm doing it the best, niggas here they wanna know, they wanna stress, yo. I stay fly. I have no position as I'm looking at the sky. I'm on a quest, yo. I'ma stay fly. I'm with the gear, the lyrics that you wanna hear. Yeah, I got the tech.
And again, that was Fly with No Casino and Thrust OG. The video is on the YouTube channel for Thrust Music. It is up there. Like I said, we're going to be doing an overhaul on the YouTube channel in the next month or so. We're going to get a bunch of videos up there that we don't have up there yet, but Fly is one of the ones that is up there right now. So go and check that out on Thrust Music. Next one. Yeah. Next one we got is Mike's and Boom Baps with Kinetic 9, Chief Rekka, Thrust, Heaven Raza, and produced by Bofat again.
Yeah, man. That's some crazy Killer Army. I don't know. Chief Rekka is dope, man. He's just knocking down walls, buildings everywhere. Everybody on that record. I just really like that record. I just like the feel of that record. I always wanted to do a record with that sound. I never had one that was in my collection, and I think the verses came out so dope, man. Because Kinetic's verse is the only verse I heard first. I didn't hear the whole song, and I went off of that. And yeah, I just love the flow of that, man. Beautiful record. Check it out, man.
Yeah, let's have a listen to that one here.
Solicited for the words that I write. Illicit general, formation take flight. Don't mean to be a menace, moving precise. Dress the attire, Miami device, get it? These rap niggas, funny how they profile. Punning on the chest with no element of style, but that's okay. We here to let it go. Take that space, no time for so-and-so. They got a lot of dough, they ought to know. We the MVPs, rookie versus pro. They asked for it.
Again, that was Mike's and Boom Baps. I'll put in the show notes. I'll put the link of where you can find that single and where you can find the video on YouTube. Next one we're going to move on to is Lights Out with Rusty Jukes, Die Empty, and Navi the North. Talk a little bit about that one. That was a really killer song.
Man, that was a killer record out the gate this year, man. That was just out the gate. I don't know. Most people know that one. And I was just, like I said, man, my whole goal this year was like, I'm not going to do local records. I'm doing international records with rappers from around the world. And once I put that in my head, it's like the universe said, go ahead. And I was one of the first ones that came, and we've been rolling. So I appreciate everybody that was part of that record, made it happen. Yeah, that's a dope record, man. The incredible.
So let's have a listen. That was actually from the Beats Barbarian album, I believe. The track to it, exactly. From Beats Barbarian. So go and check that out as well. Here's a little sample of Lights Out with Rusty Jukes, Die Empty, and Navi the North, and Thrust OG.
You know I get the E, you're mumbling the words, you're shaking at the knees. Oh geez, way beyond the stratus, known to hold it down and I bless the apparatus. Here to quench your thirst, take a sip of the Snapple. Flavor break your neck, yeah, you're Adam's apple. Damn here niggas, yeah, they looking lost in mind. Got your quarantine, but you're not well defined. Sign of the times, you can read the scripture. Your 2020 status, but you're looking for the picture. The benefit, yeah, rhythm hit ya.
And once again, that was Lights Out. So we are going to move on to the next one, which is the upcoming projects that are going to be going on. We've got first one that we're going to talk about is Soon You'll Be Gone. And this one is with yourself and Danku and Tough Dumplin' again. We just talked about Danku in a previous song. Again, this one is produced by Bofat. Bofat is a producer out of Germany, makes these beats. You guys connected and then came with this song, and talk a little bit about this one.
Yeah, man. Soon You'll Be Gone is dope, man. Distracted on the cuts. I think the cuts really made the song. We had the beat, the loop. Everyone's verses were dope. Like, we need someone to fill in that space in there with the, you know what I mean? With the thing. And I don't know how he just put that whole thing together. I don't know if you listen to it. Every chorus is different. The way he scratches it, he rolls it out. It's fly. I call him and said it's flawless. It's like when Premier does a drop. Like, it's just, the cuts are all in the right place all the way through. And that's part of a bigger project that we're doing. It spawned a bigger project that's going to come out February 18th, called Like It's 1994. So that's the first promo single. And I'm sure you're going to talk about the next one that's related to that. But yeah, so that's it. And that song's fresh out the gates now for a couple of weeks, being very well received. And yeah, if you like that, you're gonna love this record, man. This record coming, it's crazy. Like it's 1994, man.
Yep. And Soon You'll Be Gone, like you said, is the first promo single off of the upcoming project for February that'll be coming out. Let's have so let's have a listen to Soon You'll Be Gone.
Yo, magnetic shift, pose rearrange, got you, mystic, Doc Strange, words of a sage, last of the age, so kinetic that they fell off the page, stretched like elastic, dream, bombastic, build upon the legacy, you call it classic, so Jurassic, pitch with the curve, you see the aspect, move like an Aztec, military, you fall in formation, Malcolm Little.
And that was Soon You'll Be Gone with Danku, Tough Dumpling, Thrust OG, and of course, produced by Bofat. First promo single. Here's up the next one, Straight Through the Roof. And this is going to be another single from the same album, Like It's 1994, coming out in February. Talk to us a little bit about that one.
Yeah, like I said, like It's 1994 is a collaborative project with a whole bunch of dope underground MCs from all over the world, from Germany to New Jersey to Texas to LA, all over, man. I think it might even be Paris. Don't quote me, but it's everywhere. You can hear even different languages on it. So this is one of those tracks. And yeah, I don't want to say too much for it because there'll be a video, the song will be out and available. But yeah, it's another one. And this record, it's coming February 18th. This is a dope record, man. This record really surprised us. We started with 2 songs and all of a sudden in a month we had a record. One of those ones when the magic was in the room. Bofat on production.
Yeah. And let's have a listen to this one as well.
Oh, also you can find this through Black Buffalo. These are all coming. These projects we're talking about here are going to be through Black Buffalo Records.
Yeah. And so we're going to have a listen to Straight Through the Roof. Here's a little clip of it right now, a little sample.
Bringing that raw. On my mission, meet elements of style. First lady on the mic, golden child, baking soda, arm and hammer. You can't touch it. On my bus, you know it's thrusted. Take it to the highest angel dust vision. Remain on vanguard, top of the division. Incision, scalpel, cut is precise. First degree murder to the track is the vice. Your preparation only left you in the middle. I leave a hieroglyphic to decipher like a riddle.
And that was Straight Through the Roof. This is again going to be another promo for the upcoming project, Like It's 1994. You are currently working on another project. Actually, the project is complete, waiting for release. Do you want to touch on that at all?
Yeah, well, we signed, I'll just say it, it's already done. We signed a deal, so an independent deal to do 2 projects. So Like It's not with Black Buffalo Records. So they essentially licensed a project out for me and Bofat, 2 of them. So there's Like It's 1994 coming February 18th, and then there's a full length called Broken Arrow. Done, finished, in the bag. It's been in the bag for about a month and a half now. Woo, beautiful record. Yeah, so that's coming in probably like 6 to 7 months. We're gonna wait till after winter, like May, April, May-ish, and then we'll use this as a lead into that. And yeah, that's coming down the line. That's a crazy record too.
And there's also one other project that you worked on this year. Not sure if we want to discuss it yet or not, but it's probably going to be released.
Projects, but I'll talk on 2 because there's so much stuff we worked on.
Yeah.
Me and Danku have a project that's done. I got to mention that. A full record done too. It's called Nicer Than You. The title, everything, all the songs done. That's mixed, finished. And that's coming next year. And then there's what you're talking about, which I'm not going to mention, but I'm going to say what it is because you know the timing of these things.
Yep.
Right. But yeah, so there's another project that should be out within the next 2 weeks. If you're watching this episode, it will definitely be out, or you'll see people holding it up. I don't know if it'll be out retail wise, but it'll be close to Christmas time. But by January, you'll definitely know what I'm talking about. And that's another project which you've been hinting at over the last 2 months. Me and Tom with Pod Jerky Productions, we're going crazy with that. And yeah, so that project there, woo, man. Like I said, man, the goal was achieved this year in a major way. So it's good to say goals, man.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I want to talk to you about is like, all of these projects that you've worked on since the beginning of the year, not to mention, last year and the year before that and whatever you were working on, but this year's been pretty full on the schedule with music and videos and, writing and whatever it is that you go through with music promo and stuff like that. Where do you find the time to work on all of this stuff? And I know like you and I talk almost on a daily basis. And you're constantly writing. You'll say I come home from work and I write, and whatever it is. Where do you find this time, this energy, just to get all of this done and complete this many projects in the year?
You know what? You make the time, but I'm blessed enough. Like, it's not hard when the music's that good. And that's for me what I had to learn. I had to stop accepting like just average things, because then I just do average work. So once I stopped accepting average things, and then I got a circle of people that presented like a good palette, you know what I mean? And it's steady. Oh, it's easy, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I have to force myself to relax now. I got to that point now where I thought, okay, you know what? You're not going to write for 2 days. You're not going to record. You know what I mean? And I made it's easier on myself because over the last few years as an artist, I just learned to record myself at home and do all this stuff. So I'm fully capable. And my setup it just improved over the last year. So now, since my setup moved and I had the capability already from like 6 years ago to do all these things, I'm running. You know what I mean? And we got a great team, and you're not greater than the sum of your parts. And you know what I mean? And yeah, man, it just spokes on the wheel. We making a big thing going around, and that's it. You know what I mean? And that's it. And we stay humble and we appreciate it. And we just work hard. You have to work on it. You gotta and this wasn't by accident. I had a plan for the whole year too. You know what I'm talking about. Like I literally had a plan for the year. And the funny thing is, if you look at this show, you already know I already have a plan for next year. And everything we're talking about here is finished.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I mean pretty much from the beginning of this year.
Competition, like we're talking. Like all these projects, I'm not finishing these projects as I talk literally in time. These things are literally done as we record it. So I don't have to stress next year. It puts you in a different state. Now we could do visual production, all the other stuff we got to do. Interviews, went around, but I could do, so it's scheduled, right? And then I know when it's going to drop. I schedule my year. I told you the other one's 7 months. This one's February 18th. So in between there, right? Then so you just give yourself room to breathe, because we got family, we got responsibilities. We're not 18-year-old running around with all this time on the clock, right? So it's like a workout. And that's what I learned from training. I know you work out, you get in the morning, we talked about that before with Adnan. Big up, you know what I mean? It's part of that same mentality. So I just know it doesn't take that much time if you're a skilled crafts person and know what you're doing to dedicate time to your craft. So you have to start like cutting out all the bullshit reasons that you're not doing it. You know what I mean? Because that voice is always louder in your head, and just telling them to do it. And I just started doing it. This year, the minute I just kept doing it, it was a win. You've seen it with me. It's crazy this year, but
you rolled out a plan. I mean, at the beginning, right? You rolled out this plan.
In front of me, whether it was money or not this year, this is how I moved so quick this year. All that stuff, I never hesitated. I mean, the minute I got it, I jumped and I worked on it as best as I could.
Yeah,
I didn't wait.
But at the beginning of the year, you rolled out this plan, and you basically had it right from the get-go and said, we're going to be doing this. This is going to happen. This is recorded already, and then this project is going to happen. This video is going to happen. And as the year went along, everything just went mostly according to plan, to where your whole schedule just worked out perfectly, I guess, for the music game, right? So. You said that this project that's going on now is going to be done by the end of the year. It was done. this whole Bullfat project is going to be done. It's done. Like you had this whole thing in your head. You had it on schedule. You were like, so
But it's not just
crisp
me.
with it.
Everybody else. That's what I'm saying. It's the sum of the parts.
Yeah.
Because Bullfat works that way. You work that way.
Yeah.
Tough Dumpling works that way. Denku works that way. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right? We all. So I'm alone moving. Okay. It's like Little X told me this, like when we went to New York and stuff. What's it like? He goes, oh man, it's dope. He goes, when I was in Toronto, I was moving at 120 miles an hour, but everyone here was moving at 70. So how far was I going? He goes, when I went to New York, everybody was moving 250 miles an hour. Hype was at 250. I was excited. I moved up to hype speed. Everybody, and then there was other people. See what I'm saying? It's a lot of progress.
Yeah.
We all are the same Bach frequency goal. So that's what it is. I just had I didn't have to. I just was smart in my decisions. I didn't hesitate. I moved. I worked on it, and yeah, and I see the talent met the opportunity at the right time. You know what I mean? It's that kind of that equation. They say that's there. It happened, but you got to have all three of those things moving. Absolutely. Right? If one of those things ain't moving, you're not going to get the full execution.
Absolutely.
Of your plan or your path, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that was your 2021 in a nutshell. We played all the songs for you. We want you to go to the YouTube channel, check out all this stuff as well. We'll put it in the show notes as well. 2022 is going to be another big year. Lots of projects that you're working on, as well as the Northern Touch show is going to keep on rolling. We're going to keep on guests and lining up some good shows for everybody to listen to and to tune into. Is there anything else that you want to mention about the music or the Northern Touch show for the upcoming year?
I just want to thank all the guests that initially came in our first, I guess, year, you can usually sense, that initially didn't hesitate, came on the show, and that was everybody you seen, gave us your energy, your time. It's been an awesome like start to a hopefully like a long journey. You know what I mean? And I hope all the listeners, all the people tuning in, enjoy what we're doing. We couldn't do it without you guys here. It's kind of weird because not like talk radio, you can just hear the voices, but I know people always hear this regular people on. We love you. We're here for you. And just know this is the past. This is passion. I was thinking today. Since the show has started, I never asked you, hey, what's our numbers? And hey, what's this? Or hey, what's that? It's not about that. It's about the guests, the time. I love doing it. It's just dedication to the art, man. That's what we're about. So it's been great to have this platform. Tom, I want to thank you too for everything you've done. You know what I'm saying? In front of the scenes, behind the scenes, man. You know what I mean? Thank your family, everything too, man, because we take a lot of time away from my family to do these things, man. So even right now, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
man, very appreciative. I'm very appreciative, man. It's been a very, very, very interesting year, but so many blessings, man. At the end of the day, so.
And like you said, like I'm not a numbers chaser. I could care less if we have one listener, if we have 250 listeners. I really don't care. My other podcasts, I check in on the numbers once in a while here and there. It's just better not to check. And like you said, it's better that just having that guest on the show, being able to connect with them, being able to feel their energy and just have a good time doing it. And then, you make these connections and then you build friendships and all this, and it just turns out to be amazing. So we've had a blast doing this show this year so far. Again, 2022 is going to be an amazing year. We're going to get all kinds of guests lined up for this. And it's going to be a wild ride. So tune into that. So I think that's going to do it for this episode. Don't forget to go and check out Thrust YouTube channel, Thrust Music on YouTube.
The music's going to be everywhere. You won't be able to get away from it. So I'm not going to over promote. And those people who are down with the movement are down. They're moving along. I appreciate you. My loyal ones have always been there. You guys already know. And if you need to get at me to do anything, the inbox, man. Just do the inbox, reach out. It can happen. Big things happen, man. So just reach out and have the music organized. I always tell people, once you got the music organized, things happen real quick. And your business, of course, but have the music, because I don't like the music, I'm not going to do it. And I don't even care who it is. Like, it could be a huge artist, but I don't like the music, I'm not doing it. Because I won't come off on it. You know what I mean? So yeah. All right, B.
So as always, go find Thrust OG on Thrust Music on YouTube as well as Instagram. You can find the Northern Touch on Instagram at the Northern Touch Show. You can find us on Twitter at Northern Touch 6. And all of our links for our podcasts are on Linktree. That's linktr.ee/the Northern Touch Show. We also want to wish everybody, because this episode will be coming out during the holidays, a very happy and a safe holiday. We hope you guys enjoy time with your family this year. We know COVID has been a big pain for everybody over the past couple of years, may not be able to get together with everybody. So hopefully this year you're able to see your families and celebrate the holidays with them Christmas, and enjoy it. So
Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah,
Happy New Year, all that good stuff.
I don't do the seasons greeting. It's Christmas time.
Yes.
Merry Christmas, because every other time we say it too. So this is Christmas time, but we respect everything but we know where we are, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And if you're another part of the world watching us, that's what we say the other thing.
That's right.
Kwanzaa is dope too. So
yeah. So enjoy it.
Chinese New Year too, right? Chinese New Year is coming too. Let's acknowledge Chinese New Year's. What else? Am I forgetting anything else?
Don't think so. Yeah, I think we got
them.
We
pretty much got it, man.
If we forgot any, we
still love you anyways.
Yes.
Coming from here. That's it.
Yes, remind us if we did forget any of them. We do apologize, but yes, we do. This time of year is more about spending time with family, getting together over this time, and we just want to wish everybody a safe, time with their family and an enjoyable time with their family. So again, from the Northern Touch Show, we're giving everybody a shout out for their holidays, the Christmas season, the New Year season. Everybody enjoy, and thank you for tuning in to the Northern Touch Show.
We love you. Come back. We here.